Dear students, Salam Alaikum. This is the video of the eighth topic, namely power. The seventh topic was work and energy. Today we shall look into the power. In order to understand this chapter, you should know some portions of your chapter on kinematics, and you should also know the complete chapter on work and energy. Because in most problems, you will be calculating the work and then the power. And in some questions, we can calculate it directly in some very special questions. Now, what's the definition of power? The rate of doing work is called power. If a person does work fast, it is more powerful. Engine is more powerful if it can do things much faster. For example, you say that this engine is very powerful. Why? The moment you press the accelerator in 1 or 2 seconds, the speed becomes 100 kilometers per hour. But if the power of the engine is less for some reason, then in that same 2 seconds, your speed will become only 30-40 kilometers per hour, not 100, not 200. So power is rate of doing the work. Power equal to work by time. The other ways to define it, but in simple English, simple arithmetic, mathematics, we say power equal to work divided by time. Total work by total time. Now, in some situations, we can do it F dot V, where F is the force and V is the vector, and this is a special product called dot vector. Both are vectors, so we have to multiply them in a different way. But in ordinary problems, the force will be acting in the same as the direction of the velocity, and you can simply write power equal to F into V. The way we did work equal to force into distance. Actually, it is F dot D, but in simple situations, we can write it as force into distance. So likewise, we can write power equal to force into velocity in simple situations. We'll discuss those simple situations with examples and problems in the next few minutes. Now the unit for power is watt, W-A-T-T. If you look at your electric bulb or your tube light, it will be written watt there. For electric bulb, it will be 15 watt, 40 watt, 60 and 100 watts. You will not get a bulb with 89 watts, for example, in an ordinary market. You'll have to make it in a special lab. Your tube lights typically have 30 or 40 watts. Just check next time you see one. Now, what is joule divided by second? Power is work by time. Think about the formula. Joule by second. And how much is joule? Joule is Newton meter. So 1 watt is Newton into meter divided by second. And how much is Newton? Newton is kilogram meter second minus 2. If you combine everything, you'll get kilogram meter squared second minus 3. You should know these things about the unit of power. The SI unit is watt, which is joule by second, Newton into meter by second, or joule by second, J by S. Or if you put it in the base units, you'll get not basic, base, BASE, kilogram meter squared second minus 3. Now, if you go to an industry, the shopkeeper may not understand watts. For bulb and tube light, he will understand. But if you ask him petrol engine or water pump, he will not use the word watts. He will use the word horsepower. An average horse has a power of 746 watts. Just remember that. So they compare the engine to the horse because the horse came before the engine. So when the engine was made, somebody compared it with the horse. So 1 horsepower is HP, which is equal to 746 watts. If you want to express your answer in HP, you have to divide by 746. One needs a calculator. It's not a very convenient number. Do not divide by 750. It is wrong. Divide by 746. No shortcuts. Now, another thing is density. In many problems, we have to know the density of the liquid which we are using or the solid or even the gas. Everything has a density because density is mass enclosed per unit volume. The unit is kilogram by meter cube. It does not have any name. and the symbol is this small p like thing called rho, rho. It's a Greek letter. Density is mass divided by volume, or you can say rho equal to m over v. Mass is in kilograms and v is cubic meters. Now on earth we have a lot of water. 71% of the earth is covered with water, and we are using water in almost everything. So it's good to know the density of water. So the density of water is 1000 kilogram per cubic meter. The other units are 1 gram per centimeter cube and 1 kilogram per liter. 1 liter of water is 1 kilogram. 1 gram of water is 1 centimeter cube. How much is centimeter cube? 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter if you have a cube. That's why they call it cc. CM3 is called cc. If you go to a hospital, they'll say 1 cc of blood or half cc. 1 cc of blood is, just imagine a small box, 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter breadth, 1 centimeter height. 1 into 1 into 1, you'll get 1 cc. 1 cc of water is 1 gram. 1 liter is also 1 kilogram. Not also, 1 liter is 1 kilogram. That's why water is very heavy. If you have 10 liters of water, it becomes 10 kilogram. So we'll be using this density of water in some places. Some things the density is less than water, some things it is more. If it is less, it will float on the water like oil. Wood, almost all the time. There are some woods which are heavier than water. Special woods. Special plastics are also heavy, but ordinary plastics are lighter than water because the density is less than 1000 kilograms per cubic meter. Now let's look at some of the problem. Problem number 1. An elevator weighs 3600 newtons and must be lifted at a constant speed at a vertical distance of 2.5 meters in 4 seconds. What horsepower is needed? Now you are designing an escalator or an elevator. Work equal to force into distance. So it is 3600 newtons into 2.5 meters. We will get 9000 joules. Power is work divided by time. So 9000 joules divided by 4 seconds, you'll get 2250 watts. But you want to buy the engine. So you'll have to go to the shop, divide by 746, 2250, you'll get 3.01. Do not write 3 here. It is 3.01 HP. So if you go to a shop, you'll say you want a engine which is 3.01 HP or little better than that. We'll discuss the little better part in the last 3 questions. A machine gun fires 240 bullets per minute with a velocity of 500 meters per second. If the mass of each bullet is 5 gram, find the power of the gun. Now, there are 240 bullets per minute. 1 minute is 60 seconds. This is 5 grams, so it should be converted to kilograms. 5 divided by 1000 is 0.05 kilogram. Kinetic energy is half mv square into 240 because we have 240 bullets. So half into 0.05, and the speed is how much? 500 into 500 square into 240. You'll get 625 into 240. So I'm keeping 240 separate in 2 steps for you to know that first we have to calculate for 1 bullet, then multiply it with 240. So 625 into 240 is 150,000. Please check these numbers with your calculators. Don't believe any number anywhere. Power is work by time. 150,000 joules divided by 60 seconds, you'll get 2500 watts. Again, you have to go to a shop, divide by 746, you'll get 3.35 horsepower. Now next question. The speed, you can use the word speed or velocity, both are same. Speed of a train increases from 10 meters per second to 25 meters per second in 6 minutes. The engine of a train has the power 1.5 megawatt. Calculate the mass of the train. The easiest way to calculate the mass of a truck or a train is from these parameters. If you know the power of the engine, then you can calculate the mass without a balance. Now, how much is the kinetic energy? Work is power into time. So 1.5 megawatt into 3600 seconds. This is megawatt, capital M, capital W, into 3600. 1.5 into 10 power 6. Mega means 10 power 6, 1 million, into 360. Time is 6 minutes. 6 minutes is 60 into 6, 360 seconds. We'll get a very big number, 5.4 into 10 power 8 joules. This zero we don't have to pronounce. Work is delta E EF minus EI, half mvf square minus half mvi square. Half m you can take common. Vf square minus vi square equal to half into m into 25 square minus 10 square. And when you do this calculation, you'll get half into m into 625 minus 100. 525 divided by 2 is 262.5 into mass. This m is mass. Now mass is equal to this work and this work are equal. So this mass is equal to this into 5.4 into 10 power 8 divided by 262.5. You'll get some number 2.057 into 10 power 6 kilogram. So the mass of the train is more than 2 million kilograms. You can write mega kg, but nobody writes it, so don't try it. Now let's look at problem number 4. A 50 kg person climbs to the top of a 360-meter high building in 15 minutes. What is the average power required for this task? See, the mass of the man is 50 kilograms and 360 meters is the height. How much is the work against gravity? mg delta y. Don't say mgh. mg delta y. 50 into 9.8 into 360, you'll get 176,400 joules. Now the time is 15 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. 15 into 60 is 900. So 176,400 divided by 900 will give you exactly 196 watts. Now let's compare it to the horsepower. 196 divided by 746 is equal to 0.262 HP. Yeah. Find next question. Find the horsepower of an electric motor if it lifts 200 kilograms of water in 5 minutes from a well of 120-meter depth. Here the mass of the water is given, so don't think about volume and density. Mass is 200 kg, delta y is 120 meters, and the time is 5 minutes equal to 300 seconds. This is small s means seconds. Work is mg delta y 200 into 9.8 into 120 is 235,200. You can put a comma here if you want, but I didn't feel the need. Time is 300 seconds. Divide 235,200 divided by 300 will give you exactly 784 watts. Now divide 784 by 746, you'll get a number little more than 1, which is 1.050 HP. Now next question is of a different type. We are going to do different types of questions today, like every other class. A cycle rider must overcome a force of 175 Newton to maintain a speed of 9.5 meters per second. Find the power required. Now you are given the force and the speed. What's the formula for power? Power is force into speed. So 175 into 9.5, you get this number 1662.5. 1662.5 is the watts. Divide by 746, you'll get 2.22 HP. Now next problem. The speed of a car of mass 600 kg increases from 36 kilometers per hour to 72 kilometers per hour in quarter of a minute. Calculate the work done and the power of the car's engine. Write it in HP. Today we'll use as much HP as possible. Now the mass is given, the two speeds are given. Now you have to calculate the work, then the power. For power you need the time. Time is quarter minute. Quarter means 1 by 4. 1 by 4 into 60 is 15 seconds. Now you cannot use kilometers per hour in your physics calculations usually. Go to the meter per second. So 36 kilometers per hour is 36 into 1000 divided by 3600. You'll get 10 meters per second. For 72 kilometers per hour, you'll get 20 meters per second. Please refer to chapter 1 on units if you have any difficulty with these two numbers. Now work is delta E, change in kinetic energy. Final energy minus initial. Half mvf square minus half mvi square. Take half m common, vf square minus vi square. Half into 600 is 300. 20 square is 400. 10 square is 100. 400 minus 100 is 300. 300 into 300 is 90,000 joules. And the unit is joules. Power is work by time. 90,000 joules divided by 15 seconds is 6,000 watts. Now divide 6,000 by 746, we'll get a number 8.04, which is the HP. Now next question. The car of mass 1100 kg is starting from rest accelerates for 5 seconds. Now look, from rest. This is just like your kinematic situation. You have to be very careful while reading the problem. From rest for 5 seconds. The magnitude of the acceleration is 4.6 meters per second square. What is the average power? The car is starting from rest, so the initial speed is 0, acceleration is 4.6 and the time is 5. So 4.6 into 5 is 23 plus 0 is 23. So the final speed is 23 meters per second. Work is change in kinetic energy, EF minus EI, half mvf square minus half mvi square. Take half m common, vf square minus vi square. Now vi is 0, so I am not writing it. Half into 1100 into 23 square. 23 square is 529 into 1100 divided by 2 will give you 290,950 joules. Power is work by time. So divide by 5 you'll get 58,190 watts. Now divide by 746 you'll get 78 point something. I have just written 78. Check that number. Now, this kind of problem we have done a little bit before. Let's do it again. A man climbs 60 kilometers, weighing 60 kg, goes up to the top of a 10-meter high building in 40 seconds. Find his power. Now, this weighing is English. It's not a correct word in physics. His mass is 60 kg, not the weight. If you want the weight, 60 into 9.8, you will get some number. 588 newtons. We are interested in the mass. The work is mg delta y 60 into 9.8 and the height is delta y is 10 meters. Height means delta y. So 60 into 9.8 into 10, you'll get 5880 joules. Now the time is 40 seconds. No need of changing. It is seconds directly. If it is minutes, you change it to seconds. 5880 divided by 40. The 0 will cancel. 588 by 4 is 147 watts. 147 by 746 will give you 0.197 HP. Write 3 numbers after the point. Next time. Problem 10. A man carries a load of 50 kilogram. This is fine. No English problem, no physics problem. 50 kilograms through a height of 40 meters in 25 seconds. If the power of the man is 1568 watts, find his mass. Now what the man is doing, he's carrying himself and he's also carrying a load. So the total weight is how much? The total mass, not the weight. Total mass is, his mass is m plus 50 kilograms. So his mass is not 50, not m. It is m plus 50 in bracket kilograms. Work is mg delta y, m plus 50, which is in kilograms, 9.8 meters per second into square into 40. Mass into acceleration due to gravity into delta y, the total height. So 392. 9.8 into 40 is 392 into m plus 50. Do not open that bracket. We'll directly calculate it. Work is power into time. 1568 is given in the question. 25 seconds is given in the question. So the total work is power into time 39,200. Now this work should be equal to this work. So 392 into m plus 50 equal to 392,000. Divide 390, 39,200, not 392,000. 39,200 divided by 392 is 100. M plus 50 is 100. That means m equal to 100 minus 50 equal to 50 kilograms. Man is lightweight. It's like a teenager. Next question. A man weighing 60 kilogram climbs to a staircase. Now again this word weight is in English. We have to think about the physics. His mass is 60 kilogram. Climbs a staircase carrying a load of 20 kilogram on his head. It doesn't matter. He can carry it in the hand or on the shoulder. Don't worry why he's carrying on the head. The staircase has 20 steps each of height 20 centimeters. He has 10 seconds to climb. Find the power. Now, total height is how much? 20 centimeters into 20. 20 centimeter into 20 is 400 centimeters. Divide by 100, you will get 4 meters. So, the delta y is 4 meters. You have to be very careful in this. Total mass is how much? 60 kg of the man and 20 kg which he is carrying. 60 plus 20, 80. Here it was m plus 50 and we calculated the m. Here it is given 60 is his mass m and 20 he is carrying. 60 plus 20, 80. Total 80. So the work done is 60 plus 20, 80 into 9.8 into 4. Now this is 80 into 4. 320 into 9.8. You'll get 3136 joules. And the time is how much? 10 seconds. Time is 10 seconds. So divide by 10, you'll get 313.6 watts. It's a small power. Divide by 746, you'll get 0.42 HP. Now we needing density. A motor is used to lift water from a well 60 meter below to fill a tank. Now for tank you need three sizes because the most tanks are cuboidal. Length, breadth, height. 4 meter into 5 meter into 10 meters. Do not worry which is length, which is breadth, which is height. It is a rectangular box which is called cuboid. Cuboid. 4 into 5 into 10 will give you some number and the time is 50 seconds. So this is the volume. So the volume is 4 into 5 into 10, 200 cubic meters. The order is not important in this thing. If you are constructing it, then order is important. If the breadth and length are 5 and 10 meter, it will look like a swimming pool and the depth is 4 meters. So you can imagine in which direction you will construct it. So the total volume is 200 cubic meter. Mass is 1 cubic meter of water is 1000 kilograms. So 200 into 1000 is 200,000 kilograms. Height is 60 meters and the time is 50 minutes. 50 into 60 is 3,000 seconds. Work is mg delta y 200,000 into 9.8 into 60. You will get 1.176 into 10 power 8. Please write all the numbers. Power is work divided by time. Take this number 1.16 into 10 power 8 divided by 3000. You'll get 39,200 watts. Divide by 746. You will get 52.54 HP. Next problem. An engine of power 4.9 kilowatt is used to pump water from a 50-meter deep well. Calculate the quantity of water in liters. Now first we'll do all your calculations in kilograms. Then change it to liters or something else. Now we know the power. Power is 4.9 kilowatt. Kilo means 1000. So 4.9 into 1000 you'll get 4900 watts. Remember kilowatt it writes with small k and small k means 1000 kilo. Now time is 1 hour which is 3600 seconds. Work is power into time. So 4900 watts into 3600 seconds. We'll get 1.764 into 10 power 7 joules. Do these numbers very carefully in your calculator. Let the mass be capital M. You can write small m or capital M. I prefer to write capital M in this question. Work is mg delta y. So mass m equal to work divided by g delta y. This number 1.764 into 10 power 7 joules. The total work divided by g 9.8 and the delta y is 50. Please do this division very carefully by putting double brackets. Not this way. You'll have to put 9.8 into 50 in brackets. You'll get 490. I have done it in two steps. Divide by 490, you'll get 36,000 kilograms. Now, this 36,000 kilograms, you can write it in liters or in cubic meters. 1 kg of water has a volume of 1 liter. So 36,000 kg is 36,000 liters. If you want to use cubic meters, you will say 1000 kilograms is 1 cubic meter and you will get 36 cubic meters. So please do these calculations carefully in a calculator. Now the power of a pump is 3 kilowatt. Small k means kilo. There is no capital K. Kilo means 1000. How much water can it lift to a height of 10 meter in 1 minute? 1 minute is 60 seconds. Power is 3 kilowatt. 3 into 1000, 3000 watts. Time is 1 minute 60 seconds. Work is power into time. 3000 watts into 60 seconds is 180,000 joules. Let the mass of the man be m. Work equal to mg delta y. This sentence is not needed. Cancel it. Work is mg delta y. M equal to work by g delta y. 18 180,000 divided by 9.8 into 10. 9.8 into 10 is 98. You divide this by 98, you will get 1836.73 kilograms. 1 kg of water is 1 liter. So we have 1836.73 liters of water. Now problem number 15. A tube well pumps 40 kilogram of water per second. If the water comes out with a speed of 3 meters per second, what is the power of the pump? Now you have to read the problem 2 times in order to do it. How many watt hour of work will be done if the pump runs for 10 hours? So do it part by part. Now we have 40 kilograms here. So the mass is 40 kilograms. The force is mg. 40 into 9.8 will get 392 newtons. Power is force into speed, and we are given the speed of the water. So 392 newtons into 3 meters per second. We are doing force into speed in this problem. We'll get 1176 watts. Now divide by 746, we'll get 1.57 HP. This HP is only for going to the shop. You have to remember the watts. Work is power into time. 1176 watts into 10 hours. You'll get 11,760 watt hours. Now what happens when you're paying the electric bill, the watt hour is more useful. 1 watt hour is 1 hour into 1 watt. 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So 1 watt hour is 3600 joules. So you multiply this number 11,760 with 3600, you will get this huge number 42,336,000 joules. So that's all we have to do here. And this explanation I have given it to you. Anything there? No. 1 watt second is 3600 joules. 1 watt hour is 1 watt into 3600 seconds. So it is equal to 3600 joules. Yeah. Find the power of a vehicle of mass 1000 kilogram initially at rest if it attains a velocity of 20 meters. It is not O, it is 0. 20 meters per second. Now, the initial velocity is, the mass is 1000 kilogram, initial velocity is 0, final is 20 meters per second, and the time is 10 seconds. Work is delta E, EF minus EI, half mvf square minus half mvi square, which is half m, take common vf square minus vi square. Half into 1000 into 20 square minus 0 square, no need to write minus 0 square. So 20 square is 400 divided by 2, 200. You will get 200,000. If you want, you can put a comma there. Power is work divided by time. So 200,000 divided by 10, you will get 20,000 watts. 20,000 divided by 746 will give you 26.80 HP, the horsepower. Now your pump will become little bit hotter. Some water will leak also. So the water pump is not efficient. So we have to talk about efficiency. See, in the beginning of the lecture, I told you that it is almost, but it is not almost. It is little less. You have to buy a more powerful pump. If you need 2 HP pump, you buy 2.5 or 3 HP. Because some power is wasted in the operation. An electric pump on the ground floor of a building takes 15 minutes to fill a tank of 30 cubic meter with water. If the tank is 40 meter above the ground and the efficiency of the pump is 30%, how much electric power is consumed by the pump in filling the tank? See, the pump will take little bit of extra energy, whether it is petrol or whether it is electricity or something else. It will waste some energy and use some energy. See, the volume is 30 cubic meters. 1 cubic meter is 1000 kg. So we have 30,000 kg as the mass. Power delivered is work by time, mg delta y by t. 30,000 into 9.8 into 40 divided by 15 minutes is 900 seconds. You'll get 130, sorry, 13,066 watts. There will be some numbers after the point here which I have not written. It's a very big number, so we can ignore the thing after the point. Now the efficiency is 30%. So efficiency is defined by PD by PC into 100. So PC equal to 100 by efficiency into PD. 100 divided by 30 into this number 13,066. You will get 43,555 watts. Now we are not going to worry about the horsepower today in this question. Now the crane will consume this much electricity but use only this much. 70% is wasted. Efficiency 30% is very low, 70% is wasted. Like your barbecue burner, it wastes a lot of cool energy. A crane can lift 10,000 kilograms of coal in 1 hour from a mine of 100-meter depth. If the efficiency of the crane is 80%, find its power. Now we have to first calculate the power delivered. Power delivered is work by time. If you want, you can do it in two steps, work separately and power separately. But we can do it directly. Mg delta y by t, 10,000 into 9.8 into 100 divided by 3600. You'll get again some numbers after the point which I have not written. You'll get 2722 watts. Efficiency is 80%. So you do power consumed is 100 by efficiency. If it is 100%, you'll get full power. So 100 by 80 into 2722, you'll get 3402 watts. So the machine will consume, this crane will consume 3402 watts, but it will only deliver so much. The remaining power is wasted. So in the industry, they always try to buy machines which are more efficient. Now we have the multiple choice question. The unit of power is watt. This is a direct question. Unit of work is what? Work is force into distance. Force into distance. How much is force? Force is mass into acceleration. So kilogram meter second minus 2 into meter. So you'll get kilogram meter squared second minus 2. We have seen this kind of questions in other chapters. So please do these questions again. The unit of work is power is work divided by time. So work is power into time. So watt second. Watt second is also a unit of work. In the shops, they use watt hour. If you go to Dofer Power Company, they will say watt hours. They will not say watt second because second is a very small time for them. The unit of power is watt, but there is no watt in the choice here. Force into velocity, Newton meter per second. Newton meter second minus 1 is a possibility. The unit of power is work divided by time. So kilogram meter squared second minus 3. A man weighs 588 newtons. This weight is correct in physics. 588 newton. Climbs to a height of 10 meters in 4 seconds. The average power of the man is how much? So what do? You will do 588 into 10 meters, force into distance divided by time, 4. And you will get a number. 6000 by 4, 1500. 1470 is the correct answer. A man of weight 686 Newton climbs to a height of 10 meters in 5 seconds. Now what do you do here? 686 into 10 divided by 5, which is double of 686, which is 1372. Yeah. Speed of a body of mass 2 kg increased from 2 meters to 4 meters per second in 2 seconds. The power is how much? Power is what? Think. Change in kinetic energy, you do the work. Work by time will give you the power. So calculate the energy. Kinetic energy. You do 2 into 4 square minus 2 square, and there is a factor of half. Half will become 1 by 2 into the mass into v square minus v square. Vf square minus vi square. Half into 2 is 1 and 4 square is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. Now 12 is the work. 12 joule. Power equal to work by time. This is equal to 12 joule divided by 2 seconds. This is equal to 6 watts. So you have to do these calculations very carefully. 10 watt are equal to 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So 10 watt hours. So 10 into 3600, you will get 36,000 joules. How much is MW? MW means megawatt. Mega means million. If it is small m, it will become milli and it will become minus 6. This m means capital means million. So 20 million is 20 into 10 power 6. These units we have seen in chapter 1. We are seeing it for the second time. All unit questions will be seen 2 times. In the first chapter, then in all chapters, and third time we will see it at the end of the semester. I will repeat all the units separately once again. That unit chapter will be repeated at the end of the semester again. But please go through it again and again. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class very soon, inshallah.